Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Releford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Releford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Releford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the online Radio Box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Releford on the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live, baby, with another episode of the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago. How's everybody doing on this Monday today? Let me tell y'all, man, I'm great. I'm good. I'm feeling, froggy. So, a brother want to jump a little bit, We have just been doing a lot of work, people. Like, the start of 2025 has just been crazy for me. The amount of things that I want to implement, the people that I have following me, that are behind me with everything, the new developments that are going to happen that y'all got to be ready for, because it's coming, baby. I'm trying to tell y'all, Life Coach Jeff is going to bring a wave of things to y'all. And I really want y'all to pay attention to this too. If you really want to know if you do something, I did something last night. Chat GPT yourself and see what comes up. I chat GPT, Jeff Releford, and Life Coach Jeff, and Redirect, Regroup, Refocus. Oh, baby, we in the game. We are in the game. So if Chat GPT know what you're doing, that means you're a part of the algorithm, you're a part of Google, everything. That's a little tidbit for today. So I want to drop that on y'all spirit. But yes, y'all know how we roll, man. We on Biggs Radio Chicago, WCHI, the voice of a new generation, man. Listen, Biggs Radio is doing such great things too, y'all. So y'all be on the lookout for that, because we have a lot of different shows, a lot of different things, but y'all know what Monday is. So I have to start this off by saying, boom, baby. We are here at the Vibe Studios at 2075 Rush Place here in Lake Station, Indiana. It consists of Ron Reader, the VNO, what you know, myself, Life Coach Jeff of Redirect, Regroup, Refocus, Smooch Wallace. Who is Smooch Wallace, baby? If you don't know him, please get to know him. And also Mary Selena K of Rock Truth Radio. Biggs Radio Chicago, the Jeff Releford Show, WCHI, comes out of the Vibe Studios as well. So, y'all, if y'all need y'all radio station or y'all show produced or your podcast produced, hit us up. This is something that we do. And we also have my own radio station coming out of here as well, R3 Radio. So please, y'all hit us up. Y'all make it happen, because we are doing big things over here at the Vibe Studios, baby. So now that I got that out of the way, y'all also have to remember, please, people, remember this. We are here on Monday Night Motivation on Biggs Radio, y'all. It consists of the Jeff Releford Show from 5 to 6 p.m., Mixtape Monday with Julian St. Chris from 6 to 8 p.m., and also the Dinah Lynn Big Show from 8 to 10 p.m. Y'all, we got a lineup for y'all, man. So y'all tap in. This is what we do every Monday. We started off with some good talk, some good conversation, and then we move right into the smooth music. And Julian St. Chris be playing some good music, y'all. I'm just saying, he might pop on some good Prince for you, and you might go to another land. I personally like Diamonds and Pearls. That's just me. So Julian, play that tonight. Diamonds and Pearls. And then we have Miss Dinah Lynn Biggs, our leader, man. Dinah Lynn, she always throwing it down from 8 to 10 p.m. So just because I get done with my show, that doesn't mean that you don't have to tap in. So pretty much go to online radio box or radio.net, type in Biggs Radio, and I promise you, you will see Biggs Radio Chicago. And then you can listen to us online. This is what we do, baby. We make it happen. So, and also, if you do have any music that you would like to be played on the station and you would like to inquire about that, email us at biggsradio@gmail.com or give us a call at 773-462-4447. Once again, email us at biggsradio@gmail.com or give us a call at 773-462-4447. And also go to biggsradio.com. It'll have everything that you need to know about us, the personalities, and the station as a whole. Come on, y'all. Because we are Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. And this is what we do for y'all. We have good talk radio. We have the hits, baby. This is what we do. Soundtrack of America also. So, y'all, hit us up. Check out BiggsRadio.com. And we got it all for you. Okay. Y'all know how I roll, baby. I got to get the announcements out the way. Shout out to Jimmy Releford out here, my brother. Shout out to you, man. I see you tapping in and hear you listening. Yeah, blessings to you, bruh. You know, maybe you should listen to this show today, like all the other people that are out there listening and watching, and many viewers that we have and listeners also. Tap in, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. So y'all know how we roll, man. We go ahead. We get everything we got to do out the way. You know, we got to pay bills. We got to let people know what's going on. We also going to have a new segment that we are going to air here. I'll just let y'all know what it's called. It's called Vita Walks What She Talks. And it'll be every Monday at 1:30 on Biggs Radio Chicago on the Jeff Releford Show. Y'all catch Miss Ovita Ivy on Vita Walks What She Talks every Monday 1:30 on the Jeff Releford Show. All right, y'all. So we're going to dive right into it, baby. Y'all know who we got today. I done told y'all who we have. This woman, she does a lot of different things. She is also affiliated with our network that we are in. She was part of the network before I was part of the network. She just been doing things. She does a lot of things. She does a lot of promotional videos too, people. I tell y'all this all the time. I don't do my promotional videos. I have to get back in the swing of the promotional videos. I don't do them. She does them all. So, without further ado, we are going to introduce Miss Nikitia Spiller.
Hey.
Boom, bada bam, baby. So, what's up, girl?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm great. You know, we here. We in the building.
Okay.
You know, this is what we do. We do this every Monday. This is how we roll out here. So, I'm just grinding and moving.
I love it.
So let the people know, girl, who you are. Introduce yourself to the Biggs Radio audience, because we talked about this before we started. Y'all, this is the first time Nikki has sat in front of me in person. She has come up in the studio. We talking, we rapping, and we going to have some good conversation. So she is going to reintroduce herself to all of y'all so y'all can remember who she is. Go ahead, girl.
I am Nikki of Nikki Sleek Designs. I am honored to be here. Literally, I'm the brand manager for Shop Talk 7. I do promotion on social media, management, making sure, business owners have what they need for their business. I want to make sure, aesthetics are everything when you're in business.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Definitely.
you always want to look your best when presenting your business to other people. And so I told Ron last night, I said, this is a ministry.
Yeah.
This is where I get to use my gifts to help the next person that's starting off.
There you go.
And because marketing is important. And
come on, let them know.
People will not know where to find you if you don't advertise yourself.
Definitely, girl.
You don't tell people where you're at. People will not know.
Yes. It's like I said, if you chat GPT yourself, it's part of the algorithm. It's part of Google. If you doing your marketing and advertising, it's going to be out there.
It is.
The woman ain't lying, y'all. She ain't lying.
And look, I just posted a status. I said, stay consistent because you never know who's watching. God has your back. You just have to stay consistent.
There it is, y'all. Nikki be trying to spit the jams, y'all. Y'all done heard it before. Nikki be trying to spit the jams out here. Y'all just don't be paying attention. Y'all don't want to hear it, baby. Y'all don't want to hear it. So, yes, let's talk. We're going to talk a little bit more about what you do, because I want to dive into that before we get into some of the harsher topics today.
Okay.
We're going to do that right after that 1:30 when Ovita does her segment.
Okay.
And, so I want to know what drove you to really start Nikki Sleek Designs? Like, what made you say, oh, I want to do promotional videos for people? Because I'm going to tell y'all this brother over here, we ain't doing a lot of editing. We ain't doing a lot of stuff. Listen, to the people that know, I've done it. I've done it. I tell the story to everybody. That just wasn't in my heart. That just wasn't my passion to do. So what made you want to start Nikki Sleek Designs, girl?
So I was in life insurance for 5 years, and I started just putting stuff together, like flyers. We had meetings and things like that.
Yeah. And
just started playing around with stuff. And I've always drawn, like I'm artistic. So the arts are something I do. Being creative is something I do. And so I was like, well, I'm doing it for other people. And I'm like, there's a lot of people who need what I do because it's time consuming. And so people were starting to send people to me. They see my stuff and they be like, this looks good. And eventually I was like, well, people need what I do. Then I started working for Dialogue Wine Bar.
Okay.
And I was doing flyers and doing promotional starting there. Just
Gotcha.
to make sure people was coming in because it was new at the time.
Yeah.
And then ended up, promoting myself in the bar there. And then I was like, I just need to make this a business. Like,
Okay.
I've been doing everybody else stuff. I'm charging them. Why not just turn it into a full-fledged business?
There you go.
And then I was like, and I love doing this. It's easy for me because I cannot work a traditional job 9 to 5. I had 3 back surgeries.
Yeah.
This brings in income. I get to work at my gift.
There you go.
I get to bless others because there are people who need what I do. Running social media is a full-time job.
Do, girl. Girl.
Creating the content is a full-time job.
Girl.
And if I got the means and I got the time, now I can make money. And then on top of that, now I'm not waiting on the government to tell me what I'm worth. I already know what I'm worth because the government is going to put a limit on you anyway.
Say that again, girl, so the people in the back can't hear you.
I'm not waiting on the government to tell me my worth. Even though I should be getting a check, they gave me hell about it. And I was like, no, it's because I'm supposed to be doing this.
Woo, there it is. See, you don't want to be reliant on the system to give you what you need.
No.
Okay, do you hear that, people? She ain't relying on she is not relying on the system, people, to give her what she needs.
I get no check. I get no disability.
Mm-hmm.
No, I should. I'm talking about they put me through the ringer even after my 3rd surgery.
Really?
And they did a checkup. They was like, we wanted you to see our doctors. And I'm telling you, they don't want to pay you what you're worth.
Yeah.
So you might as well go work in your gift. Therefore, you're not limited. And now you can create, and I'm telling you, you don't know what you could call into your life.
Yeah, definitely.
It starts by going to work in your gift and find out what you're good at.
Okay. Yeah.
Because all they're going to do is pay you to be comfortable.
Very true. And I will say this, that is what a traditional job does. It does pay you to be comfortable. There are some jobs that do have skill sets, as some of y'all know. I'm a maintenance electrician.
And I'm not talking about the jobs, I'm talking about the government will.
Okay. Oh, well, let me say, the government will keep you comfortable, and these jobs out here will keep you comfortable.
And they will too.
They all will keep you comfortable out here. And I strongly believe that, because you know what? The reason why I like to have people like you on here and others is because when it comes down to passion, drive, determination, these are the things that it takes to be successful and run a business or just do what it is that you love to do. A lot of this stuff cannot be fly by night with people. And a lot of times people love to make hobbies out of this type of thing. But when you start seeing the brevity of it and it can actually be something, and the fact that you may love doing it, let's not turn these things into hobbies anymore. You know, let's see what we could do to maximize and grow our gifts, you know? And that's what you do. That's what you've done. You've actually taken something and you're growing it. So I want to know, let the people know, girl, because, you know, we drop gems on here and we drop gems all the time. So what was one of the hardest things for you to kind of overcome while you were making this transition from, from working a regular job, having your back surgeries and everything, and taking this step to do this full time? What was the biggest challenge for you?
It was actually having faith to do it, because I started off in insurance and that's what led me into being independent.
Yeah.
So by the time I got to Nikki Sleek Designs, I kind of knew what it took because I had been 5 years in PHP, being mentored by another entrepreneur, by Patrick Bet-David and other leaders. Mm-hmm. So therefore, when you're starting to get mentorship from people who are successful at what they do, it builds your confidence, building your identity. But before that, it was scary, because I was forced into it.
Okay.
I went into surgery, being a surgical tech, to fund my dream. And that way I can be in control of when I take off.
Definitely.
But I told somebody, either life is going to force you or you need to force yourself. Because you never know what's going to happen day to day.
That's true.
And I've known some people who sit on their talents and they are scared to get out there.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, you don't know what life is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And start working in it now, so that way it's not a burden when you do it. Now you're not panicking and relying on it because you planned it out. I know plenty of people who work a 9 to 5 and fund their dream on the side. Yeah. So when they get to the dream, it's not something they have to depend on, and it doesn't burn them out.
Definitely.
It doesn't allow people to ruin it for them because now I'm doing it because I love to. I
Okay.
get to pick and choose. It's a difference when you're forced into it.
Okay. Got you. And that's true. You know, when you forced into something, yo, that means you got to like, it's do or die. It's time. You got to say, all right, I'm gonna jump off the cliff and I'm going to do this because I have to. But it is, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this. It is a lot better when you can kind of work on things and help fund that dream.
Yes.
Because honestly, like they'll tell you, they'll say, don't quit your job
Don't.
unless you have enough money for 2 incomes. They'll tell you that.
I mean, literally, even in the company I was in, they would tell people, like, start off with it. This is a skill set. Develop your skill set.
Yes.
Get good at this. Be consistent at this.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you show people you're serious, then they take you serious.
Facts. I agree.
So now, if like that money that you're getting on the side, save it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put it to the side. Invest, of course, but start putting money to the side as you're getting bigger and bigger checks. And as you're pouring into yourself, now you can go ahead and quit your job the way you want to.
Exactly.
And now it's not like, oh, I just jumped into this head first.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
sometimes people take that message as, oh, let me quit tomorrow. No, you don't have a game plan.
True.
Get a game
True.
plan. Then
Yeah.
save your money. And basically what they said is if whatever you're making a month, say if you make $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's what your side hustle should equal.
Okay. So okay, that's right.
That's your goal post.
Yeah,
It's
you have to
like,
be able to match your income.
match your income because you know that's where you live right now. At your income.
Got you.
And also, if there's 2 people, you need to be living at the lower person's income.
Okay.
And the other money that you're getting extra off that top person's income needs to go to the side. So if anything happens to them, you're not outliving your means by living at the top income.
I like that. I really like that.
So when stuff happens, you're not catastrophizing.
Exactly.
Okay, we already been living at this lower mean.
Facts. Yeah. Okay. I like that. I like that. Okay. Start out small before you get big. You know, I think start
There's
out
nothing
small.
wrong with the process.
Yeah, definitely. There's nothing wrong with the process.
Because you know what you're doing. It's not nobody else's business what your vision is.
You better tell people.
Like, Lord, it really isn't. We had Tim Grover come speak at one of our events.
Tim Grover. If y'all don't know who Tim Grover is,
you don't know who he is.
If y'all don't know who Tim Grover is, you after the show, people, and after mixtape Mondays with Julie and St. Chris, and then after Dining and Biggs from 8 to 10, then what you do is you go Google Tim Grover.
Yes, go please.
This brother, he mentored and he worked with Michael Jordan, and also worked with Kobe. And the stories that he has to tell, it'll really be a show of your grit, your determination to really want to get in the trenches, because then you tap into the mindset of these men.
Yeah.
And I got to say this real quick before I forget. Nanette says, hi, hello, my people.
Hey,
y'all know what she say. And but she said, happy birthday to you, Nikki.
Thank you.
Birthday girl, Nikki. There it is. I had to give that because it is Nikki's birthday coming up. Y'all know it's coming up. And this is why she's here, because we celebrate and we have a good conversation, people.
Yes.
But yes, Tim Grover. Go ahead, girl. I wasn't trying to go ahead.
And no, but Tim Grover, his book is awesome. And if you ever get a chance to go Google, he has 2 books.
Okay.
And so he came to our convention to speak. And literally, he was saying, he was like, I moved back home with my parents when I was trying to strike out. He said, I knew who Michael Jordan was in college.
Wow.
I was targeting him
Really?
in college because I knew if he was a hot commodity, before he gets to the level, I need to get him right here. Him starting off because I'm starting my reputation too. And if I'm attached to a player and I get him to the level I know he can get to, then that's put my name out there as well.
Facts.
And the results are there. And he was like, I had to move home with my parents. And he said, let me tell you something. He's very blunt and I love people like him. He said, people will question me like, what are you doing? He said, what are you doing? I'm out of my business. He said, don't let people dictate to you their limiting beliefs. You know your plan.
Yes.
And if you have to sometimes go backward and pack your stuff up and do what you have to do. He said, I was single at the time. I had no kids and none of that. I wasn't married yet. He said, and I did what I had to do. And it was going back home, putting my stuff up in storage and doing what I had to do because I was clear on my vision. I knew my game plan.
And see, I love what you said. He said about not letting people dictate your limiting beliefs. Jesus, I got tongue tied, y'all. I couldn't get it out. Jesus, I don't know where that came from, but I couldn't get it.
People will try to push their limiting beliefs on you because
yes, they
they're
will.
scared to do those moves.
Yes, and I have noticed that as I continue to move, people will say, "Well, Jeff, I don't think that's good. I don't know if this." Okay, could it be that maybe you're saying you don't know about this and that because you're not the one that's doing it? You're not in my shoes. You don't see what I see. It's very tough to understand what somebody else is doing it when you're not in that lane.
Right.
So my whole thing is, why comment on it? Unless your opinion is asked for. Let me talk to these people. I'm sorry.
Saying.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. Unless I ask for your opinion, then I want to hear it.
That part.
I'm just trying to say, because this is what I want to do is I want to harbor something to really teach people something right now, because a lot of times our opinions are not warranted at times when we think they need to be. Sometimes you just got to listen. Somebody is trying to share something happy with you because they feel a certain way.
Right.
You always don't have to say, well, I don't think this is going to work. No, don't do that, because that person needs to learn if it's going to work or not.
Right.
You don't need to dictate, again, the limiting belief that you have onto them, because they're coming to you happy.
And words have power. I don't need you speaking anything into the atmosphere.
Facts.
That was try to block what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because you weren't given the vision. I was.
Very true. Very
and
true.
sometimes I've learned to stop sharing my vision with people.
Ooh, girl.
Because you get excited about things. I'm a person, I'm excitable. I like to share what I'm doing with other people and say, oh, look at this. You know, like right now, I got people voting for me.
Yeah. Talk about that real quick. Yeah,
so
bring that up.
I'm in a contest as an entrepreneur of impact to win a mentoring session one-on-one with Damon John and $25,000 towards my business.
Ooh, girl.
And so I've been speaking over it. I'm like, I'm going to be number one. I'm already in third place. I went up to second place just for me, just sitting and texting everybody.
Okay.
People don't even realize how big my network is. I haven't even expanded into my own
man
because of good reputation I have from previous things I've done, people I'm still in contact with. I'm sharing it with everybody because that $25K, I know the things I can invest in. And also where I'm at mentally and what I've been doing in the background with myself.
Oh, yeah. Fact.
So that is $25K that, you know, I want to invest in the people around me that have been supportive, that I'm attached to and pour into, that have poured into me, that didn't have to pour into me, that gave me business when they didn't have to give me business. That will afford me to even do some free stuff for some people that may be starting off and can't pay.
There you go.
Now.
Definitely.
You know, that way I know I'm getting compensated. But hey, I want to, you know, pay it forward to you. I mean, I was doing it when I didn't have it. Why not do it when I got it?
Hey, that's true. You know what? And see, that's the thing, man. We all have to remember that we all have humble beginnings when we first start this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm learning now to kind of, I believe we still reach a stage where, okay, you can't be so, how can I put it? You can't be big-headed to the point to where you're like, okay, I've arrived and I'm here. But now when you start to add, when you start to grow and you start to do things, there comes a time when now you have to limit those things that you do for people. You do have to tell people, hey, it's going to cost for this. You do have to tell people, hey, what I was doing before, I can't afford to do that anymore.
This is my livelihood. I have to keep explaining to people. There's no 9 to 5 I go to. Yeah. This is it. I bartend on the side, but that's once a week. You feel me? Yeah. That's up and down money. And I enjoy what I do, but what I really do, my business is my thing that pays my bills. Exactly. And I pour back into that business. And all the apps I use to make your stuff look good, I'm paying for.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't want your stuff. Yeah, because I want your stuff to look good. Subscriptions monthly I have to pay for. Next is, hey, I pay to get to the events for you. Okay. This is an additional cost now that I have to factor in. So also that $25K gets me, you know, I was like, I don't like drive. I realized I want to be rich, so I don't have to drive anymore. But then I realized I do.
Don't we all, girl?
I do. I want to be a passenger princess.
Oh, Lord.
But the Aquarius in me, I'm a humanitarian.
Yeah.
And if people don't know that, like, we're very big givers, but we have to watch who we give to.
There you go.
People sometimes view it as, oh, it's because they like me, or is it, no. I see you. Yeah, and I want to pour into you, and there's somebody who poured into me at a time. Definitely. And I didn't have it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And therefore, I want to make sure you straight and make sure your brand looks good as well. But if I feel that you are trying to take advantage, yes, there's a price tag to my stuff.
Oh yeah.
I need you to have some skin in the game because you're not going to respect everything that's given to you for free.
And you know the thing is, there I'm telling y'all, there's some people that I've been talking to, and you got to get wisdom from people. You know, you got to get different perspective from people, and there have been people that's been telling me, Jeff, you can take certain things to another level, and I do believe that. I do. And the thing is, I'm sharing this with y'all. See, I like to share stuff with y'all in real time because the thing is, y'all have to understand that to do radio, we just don't go to sleep and wake up and then do this. No, that's not what we do. We make sure we're visible. We make sure we're known. We try to go places. We try to let people know what we got going on. We give the shout outs to people. So I have to give this shout out. Big shout out to Miss Jennifer Williams. I will be covering her book signing. Yes, I'll be doing some radio interviews and also some other things there as well. So business owners, if y'all want to get interviewed on the radio, come buy this book. What she has is it's a book for young kids and financial literacy.
Okay.
So she's already reaching out to schools and different things like that.
Good. That's needed.
Yes, it is needed.
It's needed. I wish somebody would have taught. Half of the stuff I'm learning. I'm 41, about to be 42.
Mm-hmm.
I learned this stuff in my 30s. I wish I'd have known it in my 20s.
Girl, I'm trying to tell you.
So the stuff that they were teaching me the 5 years I was at PHP as an insurance agent, it was like, why ain't nobody teaching this in school? Like,
exactly.
Because they want to program you to be comfortable.
Come on.
If you know what they know, did you just see how the government played in our face with TikTok? It shows their power.
Well,
I'm just saying.
we gonna touch on that too.
Okay, so they play in y'all face every day. You have to go get knowledge. You have to go chase knowledge. Do not wait on anybody to hand you anything.
Facts.
You have to take charge of your life. When I was recruiting, I saw how many people wanted their life to change overnight, but they didn't want to do the work. They didn't want to affirm. They didn't want to change their mindset. Yeah. It takes work.
It does.
But the life you're living now is something you manifested in your belief system. Now, in order to get another life, you have to have a new belief system. Mm-hmm. You have to affirm different things. You have to speak different things. You have to separate yourself. Yeah. You have to do things that others won't do to get what others don't have.
Come on. And I literally have to tell y'all this. You literally transform into a totally different person.
You do. You literally do. Just grow.
Yeah. You literally do.
Just grow. And when you find yourself being around the same people all the time, that means you're comfortable. You need to start getting around. You need to be uncomfortable in a room. And what I mean is uncomfortable, not in an intimidated way, in a way that says, okay, I need to reach that level now. When I stood next to my CEO, I had won something inside of the company a couple of times to talk to Patrick. Okay. Literally, I was standing next to him in the same room. He was giving us pointers. I felt uncomfortable. You know why? The man was the same age as me. He's only a couple years older than me. Yeah. It's because he's been reading books. He's been around people and expanding his horizon.
There you go.
Outside of the people he knows. Mm-hmm. And the people who want to go with him are growing with him.
There you go.
The people who didn't, they fell off. Yes. He had 56 agents he took with him.
Oh, wow.
Only 10 remain.
Y'all hear that? So
numbers game.
So when people tell y'all everybody can't go with you to where you trying to go, it's very true.
It's very true. It's not true. Because it's not that they're not capable. Yeah. It's that they don't want it as bad as you.
And that's true. I watched a very great reel with Steve Jobs, and it was Steve Jobs' first office. I watched the video where he showed his desk. He showed everything. I saw the video with Jeff Bezos was showing his first office. And I looked at it and I'm like, yo, they literally, this is like, y'all, I'm being serious with y'all. This is like papers thrown everywhere. This is calamity. This is no organization. Chaos. This is like chaos, controlled chaos, because these men had a vision and they saw it. And now they are freaking billionaires, millionaires, billionaires. You know, it's something, because like when I get on here and I tell people what it takes to be successful, y'all want to know where I'm getting a lot of this information from? I'm just not pulling this out of my butt. It's actually coming from these people. And the thing is, you have to understand, when people want to help you on how to be successful, what they actually end up doing is they pull from other people. It's like I tell certain people all the time. Too. Say it again.
They're getting mentored too.
Yes, they are. They're getting mentored too.
They're getting mentored as well.
Come on, say
like
it,
my
Nikki.
CEO was being mentored, but he's still mentoring other people. He's being mentored by the person on the level the next level he wants to be at.
Yes.
Millionaires, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind talks about that in their book. where millionaires get around other millionaires who are making more millions than they are to increase. They was like, I already reached this level, and it doesn't mean I'm too good for the people right here, but we're all on the same level now. So now I need to get around the person who's at the next level I want to attain. By the way, not everybody wants to go to the next level, and that's okay. You got to find out what's good for you.
Very true.
100 mil may be good for you.
Yeah.
Somebody else, they want to, if a high that you get, every time you hit a goal, you're building your confidence. That's all.
Very true. And you know what?
That's why the levels thing makes sense. It's like
facts. I agree.
The reason people that go from 0 to $1 million real quick when they win the lottery or go to the boat and it's gone is because they didn't build their identity along the way.
That's true.
Because you don't know what to do. That's overwhelming. But when you've been building your, identity, makes sense.
Okay. Y'all hear this little siren that's going off right now. We gonna see who this is on the line. Let's see real quick who this is. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, girl? How you doing?
Hey, I am extremely well.
Okay, that's beautiful. So for y'all who don't know who this is, we are tapping into our segment right now. Vita walks what she talks.
Okay.
You better let them know, girl. So we gonna take a brief pause in the show in a moment. Vita, what you walking and talking with the people?
Hey, everybody. Right quick, thank you so much, Jeff, for having me on the show. This is a Vita Walks What She Talks segment. I want to say shout out to Nikitia Spiller. Hey, girl. And everyone else in the studio. I appreciate the opportunity to have this segment. And why I call it Vita Walk What She Talk, I'm not gonna say anything that I'm not doing. Because if I can't tell you something that I'm not doing, it makes no sense. You get what I'm saying? I can't really give it to you in an authentic way.
You better give it to me.
Ain't no power behind that, y'all.
Come on.
So every week I'm gonna be giving you something that I've learned, that I'm walking, and hopefully you can apply it as well. Because we know knowledge applied is power, which is in turn wisdom.
You better talk it.
Listen, you can have all the knowledge you want to, but if you ain't applying it, it just makes no sense. You're a fool then. That's even what the words say. A fool see a hole and walk in it. You told them don't walk in there, but they did it anyway. So yeah, that's what that's what this is about. So this week, what dropped in my spirit, you guys, is getting the full story. Do not just hear one side of the story, because when you hear, if you all have noticed down through the years, if you experience in your life, sometimes you hear one story about a person that and you just going about their work. It has started wars. It has people have died behind hearing something that was not completely true. If you ever played the game that you speak one thing in the ear, and by the time it get around the circle, it's been one something said that wasn't even said. Things were added. So you want to get the full full truth in both sides of a story. Never just hear one side and go off an emotional reaction. Always want to do that. And I can't even take credit for this, but she know me very well. My aunt, I call her T-Ma. And I ran this I ran this, idea that I think that dropped in my spirit by her. Is this what she said? She said, having one side of a situation is like trying to walk with one leg. You need both legs. When you have both sides, you can't stumble into mess. So, okay.
You better spit the knowledge, Auntie. Thank you. Shoot.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what I had in. Hear both sides of the story. Never be moved in your emotions. Knowledge is power. Understanding is power. We just want to not do things and that you'll regret later on. Or say things that you can't take back. So yeah, that was my thoughts for today.
Okay. Well, Miss Ovita, I thank you so much, girl, for calling in and sharing your segment, girl. We appreciate you over here on Biggs Radio.
Thank you. I appreciate Biggs Radio. Shout out to Biggs Radio. Thank you so much, Jeff. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, no problem, girl. And we will catch you again next week at 1/2 the hour to listen to what Vita Walks, What She Talks on WCHI. Biggs Radio, the voice of a new generation, y'all. Y'all tap in. Thank you so much, Ovita.
You're welcome. Thank you. Good night, you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
All right, you too. Bye.
All right. Thank you.
Y'all heard it, y'all. Y'all heard it from Miss Ovita. Get all the sides. Get all the sides. And walk around here and cut half of your leg off. Because when you walk around here with half of your leg, you can't step in no mess.
True.
Right? Okay, y'all don't go cut your leg off.
Please.
Now listen, don't do that. But y'all get the gist, baby. So Ovita has spoken. So like I said, Ovita Vita Walks, What She Talks will be on every Monday at 5:30, half past the hour, y'all. On Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation, WCHI. Y'all tap in. This is what we do over here, baby. We give people opportunity. We give people some great pleasure in sharing with the people. And we are here again, y'all, with Miss Nikitia Spiller. We have been talking about business. We have been talking about successes. We have just been talking about what you can do to really grow yourself as an individual. But we're going to take a quick turn.
Okay.
We're going to take a quick spin because we got to use at least the last 20-something minutes. Okay, because we got to talk about some current stuff that's been going on in our world today.
Yeah.
And before we hit on the big thing, y'all know what the big thing is. Y'all actually know what today was. So we ain't gonna harp on it. But today is MLK Day. So I want to know, Nikki, what does MLK Day mean to you? Not just as an African American woman, but just as a whole. You know.
What are you doing to make an impact in the world?
Mm-hmm.
What will your legacy be when you leave here?
Mm-hmm.
The fact there's a whole day dedicated to a man who believed in his vision.
Yeah.
And was obedient to the calling God had on his life.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it looked like, people still celebrate him.
Yeah.
You know, there's still respect behind his name.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there are a few things people try to muddy your name sometimes, your legacy will always override, the cause.
Very
will
true.
always override. And I love that. I mean, he's an Aquarius. We're always the greatest.
There
We're
you go.
humanitarian. But no, if it's what's your cause? Who are you fighting for?
Yeah.
Even if it's you, if it's your family,
Mm-hmm.
if it's your legacy, what are you doing daily to make sure that it's seen?
Yeah.
What are you doing daily to that? If you left here tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
would you be satisfied with the legacy you're leaving?
Facts.
Would you be able, like I'm telling you, I had a friend who passed away couple years ago now. The church was full of people just for him in his short life.
Yeah.
Of people he've impacted. People have story after story after story after story.
Mm-hmm.
Can somebody say the same for you?
I like that.
Can somebody say the same for you? And those are things we don't think about sometimes.
Very true.
We are self-absorbed in a world that is built on selfishness
Mm-hmm.
and me, and I'm a victim, and these sad memes. Sometimes I gotta log out of Facebook because people depress me.
No, I hear you,
And
girl.
it's like,
I understand.
It's like our ancestors had to get out and go get it. Like MLK had to really go against some things. He had to get locked up.
You really did. Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't no social media, and he sent out a tweet.
Yeah, that's
to
true.
all of us, like, hey,
Yeah.
March at 5. It wasn't that.
That's true.
He had to really go
yeah.
march. He really had to go fight for
He
it.
rounded up the people.
He had to round up
And the people came.
And they did because he
came.
believed in what? His vision.
Yeah.
People will show up when you're walking and being obedient.
That's very true.
So what are you obedient to? What's your cause?
Yeah.
What are you willing to sacrifice to make the cause seen?
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of people don't like to sacrifice.
Very
You don't
true.
want to sacrifice a good time. You don't want to sacrifice net found certain events.
Mhm.
This is stuff we used to talk about even in PHP.
Yeah.
What are you willing to sacrifice? I went 5 years without going to a bar, going out like that, any
Yeah.
of those things.
Mm.
Because what I wanted mattered more. Those
And
things
see-
are not money making activities.
Yeah, and see that's what I like about this particular question, because when we start talking about MLK, what he stood for, what he was trying to do, a lot of us, it's more than just a small paragraph in the history book.
Yes.
Because honestly, what happens is we y'all know what it is, man. We take history courses throughout our younger years, and unless we're actually majoring that in college or we have to take extra courses like that, then we dive a little bit deeper. But y'all know how it is. Y'all open up the history book and we see the one little paragraph talking about MLK and the impact he had, and that's it. So the
Way
thing,
more than that. It was a movement.
yes, it was a whole movement, and it was because black people were going through a great injustice in this country. And I do have to talk about black people because that's what was happening.
Yeah.
Black people being hung, lynched, beaten, raped, killed,
Attacked for no reason.
Yeah, attacked for no reason.
Emmett Till, all types.
Yeah,
of stuff.
Emmett Till, a lot of stuff, and in some of the most heinous ways.
Yeah.
And I feel that that's something that shouldn't be overlooked, but it shouldn't be over glorified.
No.
Because now, because of people like Dr. King, what we're able to do is now we're able to have equality. You know?
And on top of that, being married to a man of purpose as a wife,
Yeah,
you're sacrificing too.
definitely.
You have to have his back too. People are going to come for your head,
Oh,
your
yeah.
kids. Like, those are all things he had to think about as well, along with
Facts.
the vision.
Yeah.
That's stressful
Mm-hmm.
to know that at any moment they could show up at your house, get at your kids. Back in the day, they did not care about children or your wife. They hanging, they lynching them too.
Yeah, they was burning down houses, people.
Yes.
They was throwing bricks through the windows. They didn't have alarm systems like they do now with a police. And the police did not come
video
for black
cam
people.
on your ring door-
Yes,
you know?
or ring doorbell, and the police weren't coming to black people's houses
No.
fast.
No.
They were waiting hours before. You know what I mean? Because they didn't care.
Have you ever watched Lovecraft County?
You know what?
On
That came
HBO?
on HBO. Yeah, I started it, but I did not finish it.
Finish it.
Okay.
When I talk about, they talk about Black history unapologetically, but in a way that's otherworldly, that we are otherworldly people.
Yeah.
It's dope. Like
Okay.
the portrayal of stuff, but it was one particular episode that the white girl had powers. It was that white people had powers, superpowers, witchcraft powers.
Yeah.
And we didn't. And it played it out.
Yes, I remember that
Okay.
part. Yeah, I
And
remember that
so
part.
She
Yeah, that was
had
that
the
was
power.
something.
She wanted to see. The black girl was telling her, you don't know anything. You don't feel what we got to feel. And she really put a spell on herself to see what Emmett Till went through.
Oh wow. Okay, that's powerful.
That's very
I'm gonna check that out, y'all.
And she got out the water crying.
Really?
And she was like, whoa. They did that to a child.
Mm.
That lady
Yeah.
was lying.
Yeah.
And now we're still seeing white women lying on camera. I just saw a
Well,
lady lying
all
on
right.
a black guy on his property.
All
You're
right.
on his property.
Yeah, yeah. To sum this up, y'all, we gonna let y'all know racism is still alive and well. It hasn't gone anywhere. You're still gonna have some people like that. Yes. Do black people have opportunities today to
we
advance
do.
and to do things? Yes, we do. And we're not harping on the fact that that the white people are always trying to bring us down, because now that is not the case.
No, we bring our own selves down.
We bring our own selves down, and sometimes we have to take accountability for the things that we do. And sometimes black people, we don't have to put ourselves in certain situations or certain things that will cause more attention to us. And that also goes for our white counterparts, Hispanic, Chinese, Korean, Italian, everybody. So now I feel that now we're able to encompass everything on more of a moral standard.
Yeah.
So that's great. So big ups to Martin Luther King and the lineage. Just whoever is carrying on the rest of that dream, that vision. And as you and I are carrying this dream and vision, as Nikki is carried on this dream and vision, we do a lot of this stuff indirectly. So big ups to Dr. King, the lineage, the family, and just the legacy. So now we have to move over to Dorito talk. We have to move to the orange talk. What I mean, and what I mean by the orange talk, people, is El Presidente of the United States of America. Today, President Trump was sworn in. The controversy already began because he didn't put his hand on the Bible when he was being sworn in.
I didn't see none of that.
Yeah, I saw it, and I said, "Oop, there they go. They about to hit it up. They about to talk about it."
I mean, let me shut up. I was like, well, the devil is kind of hard to.
Okay, okay. This, okay.
He's trying to make sure he didn't burn his hand.
Oh Lord, oh no. Okay, Trump.
Hey, when look, I appreciate him not fronting. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's living in his truth.
And I'm gonna say this. I believe this is one of the most realist, honest presidents that we have had for a second time.
I mean,
Just
really,
one
he's gonna
Two
be him, but he knows what he's doing.
And if y'all
He
think
knows
that
what he's doing. If y'all in here getting your feelings, he knows what he's
the
doing.
man knows what's going on. I would like to think that people are smarter than what we think at times.
We are, but our emotional intelligence isn't there.
Yeah, and
people, I mean, look at how many people unfriend each other if
Yeah.
they agree with something. Because just because I don't like the person doesn't mean sometimes they're not spitting facts.
Yes.
And we don't know how to sometimes, you know, like.
And and I saw, and I'm gonna tell you this, I saw that I also read and was watching a little bit of CNN this morning, and they were talking about how with the executive orders, they said as far as the federal government is concerned, there will be no more identifying as genders. They will only recognize two sexes, male and female.
That's what I'm saying. Some of the belief systems behind.
And I'm gonna be very honest when I say this. It's not that I do. Okay, listen. I respect everybody and I love everybody.
I do.
Who is listening to the show, who watches me every week or listens to me every week. I would love and respect everybody. But I do have to say this. There's a point in time when I feel that America, us as people, we start reaching.
Yes.
And I feel that when we start talking about when we live in a world and a society where people can say, I identify as a cat, and you need to respect me as I identify as a cat or a dog or a tree or something of that nature. People, what we are doing is we are exciting. I feel that as we are exciting mental illness, I think that we shouldn't excite those things because there are people out here who really have issues and problems.
They do.
And we should not. I feel that that's making a mockery of people who are really dealing with things in their life fully. Is somebody who's taking a medication for it because they have a chemical imbalance and they really do believe they're a dog.
No, for real. And a lot of this stuff is people who have grown up not knowing boundaries. They think it's a lawless society now.
Yeah.
Everything goes, and then these are the same people who wake up depressed, wondering why they got chaos in their life.
Yeah.
Because without standards, rules, and regulations, there's a reason for everything out here.
Yes.
There's a reason for law. There's a reason for why things are the way they are. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
There's a rhyme and reason to life, like some things that are just built into life.
There's
a reason that everything has a rhyme and a reason.
Very true.
So
I agree.
When you try to interrupt that rhyme and reason, now you have chaos, you have confusion, and it's a spirit of confusion.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's like, and then these are the same people that are not, what they're going to push out to the forefront is, well, this is why it should be done, but not talking about on the back end. The people that have lived it, and then they're saying it was a stupid decision.
Yeah.
Like it was one gentleman that did, I saw a clip on YouTube.
Yeah.
He said he regrets being transgender. He said because it started when he was younger.
Ooh.
His grandmother put him in a dress because he said he liked the dress. He said, what I felt was I thought she wanted a girl instead of a boy, so that's why I started dressing like a girl.
Ooh. We gonna hold this thought because I have to play a couple commercials because us at Biggs Radio, we have some events coming up. We actually have a great event going on tomorrow that Boss Lady will be attending. And it's going to be great. I'm going to play this so y'all can hear this. And y'all stay tapped in to Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of New Jersey.
King has done it again. February 22nd, Clues Hall. It's the R&B Love Fest starring Jeffrey Osborne. Backed by popular demand. You wanted him to headline the show. He's going to do just that. It's the one and only Jeffrey Osborne. February 22nd at Clues Hall. Jeffrey Osborne. And on the same show, it's the Indianapolis homecoming of After 7. February 22nd, the fellas are coming home, and it's a birthday celebration for Kevon Evans, the one and only After 7. The R&B Love Fest, February 22nd at Clues Hall, is going to be on fire with the Indianapolis homecoming of Kiki Wyatt.
Oh, darling.
The ultimate Indiana homecoming, Kiki Wyatt, After 7, North Central and Arlington in the building. But on the same show, it's the one and only John B. He hasn't been here in over a decade, and he's coming to jam. It's John B. Tickets start at just $59, available at the Clues Hall box office, DJGino.net, or for more info, go to King Rib on 16th Street or at Keystone. The R&B Love Fest, February 22nd at Clues Hall. Tickets start at just $59, and VIP are almost gone. Get your tickets today for the Love Fest.
Y'all heard it, man. At Close Memorial Hall, February 27th will be the R&B Love Fest with Kiki Wyatt, After 7, John B, and many more. Y'all need to tap in, people. Okay? The tickets will be $59. And I feel that's cheap to go ahead and see some good legends, right? True. Come on, y'all. I think that's very great. That I'm trying to tell you at a decent price, girl. So I'm telling y'all tap in. Please tap in. And I have one more commercial to play because I I have to let the people know what's going on with everything and everybody. We got karaoke coming up in Indianapolis, y'all. Oh, yeah. Y'all tap in. Listen in.
It's gonna be a party, y'all. Tuesday, January 21st. It's a karaoke birthday get-together for Russell and Dinah Lynn Biggs at Lit Cigar and Martini Lounge, 6308 Buford Avenue in Indianapolis. Free admission, open to the public. Performances, celebrities, music, and more. Professionals will be in the building, so bring your best karaoke game. On Tuesday, January 21st, starting at 7 p.m. at the Lit Cigar and Martini Lounge, 6308 Guilford Avenue in Indianapolis. For information, call 317-384-5728. That's 317-384-5728. It's a karaoke birthday get-together for Russell and the boss lady, Dinah Lynn Biggs. Once again, call for information at 317-384-5728. 317-384-5728. It's gonna be a party, y'all.
Y'all heard it, baby. Y'all better tap in because we have things going on. It is going to be lit, baby. It is R&B karaoke at Lit Cigar and Martini Lounge. Please, y'all tap in. It's going to be tomorrow, January 21st, starting at 7 p.m. It is free admission. It's open to the public. We have performances. Celebrity and music professionals will be in the building. And y'all know, if y'all are in radio, if y'all are acting, if y'all in any form of entertainment, y'all must stay tapped in. So please, y'all go to Lit Cigar Martini Lounge at 6308 Guilford Avenue in Indianapolis, Indiana. Russell Biggs from Los Angeles, along with Miss Dinah Lynn Biggs, will be in the building. It's a karaoke birthday get-together, y'all. So y'all tap in. Y'all stay in tune. I can't be there because I'm all the way up here in the Chicagoland area. But guess what? I know we have people who are listening that are in Indianapolis, so you need to be there. Once again, that's the karaoke birthday bash with Russell Biggs and Miss Dinah Lynn Biggs at the Lit Cigar Martini Lounge, 6308 Guilford Avenue in Indianapolis, Indiana. For more info, please call 317-384-5728. Once again, for more information, please call 317-384-5728. Y'all tap in. Ooh wee. All right. This is what we do over here on Biggs Radio, baby. This is what we do. Yeah. And I got to go down this chat, y'all. Big shout out to Jimmy Releford, who I said earlier, who was tapping in. Shout out to Miss Bacon Releford, my wife, who's also in the building. Woo woo. There it is. There you go, baby. People be saying hi to you. And shout out to Miss Christina Hobson, who was also tapping in. She said, "Let's go, Nikki." Hey. And she said she's also proud of you, friend.
Thank you.
So there it is. We just want to thank all the listeners, all the viewers, everybody, man. Big ups to Crown Her More, Dashe Keys, you, Nikitia Spiller, Christina Hobson, Jimmy Releford, Teresa Keys, Samuel Abram, Carl Witherspoon, and each and every one of you who listen to the Jeff Releford Show every Monday from 5 to 6 p.m. Yeah. And girl, come on. What's up? We just got a few more minutes. Okay. And what you said before about that gender identity, I wanted you to hold that thought because I just want to tell people that y'all need to understand that children are very easily influenced at a young age.
They are.
There's a reason why you have to teach a child as they grow and they get older. Yeah. It is our responsibility to teach them right from wrong. It is our responsibility to show them what and who a man is and what and who a female is. Yes. And to let them know that as they get older, maybe there can be an in-between, but right now, for your mind, for your childlike mind, you need to know that there's a boy and a girl. And I feel that what we've done is we have let our society down horribly in trying to train our children and telling them that you can be who and whatever you want to be. That's not the truth. When that's really, that's not the truth.
Just like, do you remember the show I Am Jazz?
I Am Jazz. No, I do not remember that show.
Okay,
no, ma'am.
So it's about this young boy who is transgender.
Okay.
He's jazz now.
Okay.
But the mother said, at 2, he fed. She had all boys.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, he fed that he's a girl. I don't know any 2-year-olds that talk like that.
Yeah. Oh, I got a lot to say about that. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Now, Jazz has been going through depression, gaining weight.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was like, I feel like I'm still a boy. He's like, and I like girls.
And see,
And so everybody in the comments toward the mother of the Shreds and said,
Yeah.
I feel like she did that because she wanted a girl.
yes,
And she had
Yes.
all these boys, and she picked one out and
Come on.
filled him out. And literally, like, he was discussing the ramifications of the hormones and all that. And they even said, you're not supposed to have hormones before a certain age because it will mess with their brain.
yes. And I've heard of the hormones, pumping the kids with the hormones and everything.
It's illegal.
And it's illegal.
You're not
And
supposed to be doing
it
that.
messes with them. And there are cases where kids have died, children have died
Yes.
at young ages because the parents consented to it,
Yes.
and it messed up their minds, yo. And see, y'all, I'm trying to have.
It starts
okay.
at home. That's
It
the
does.
thing. That's the bottom line I'm getting.
Yes,
Kids are impressionable.
yes,
Everything always starts and ends at home.
Mhm.
If like the world can try to influence your children,
Yeah.
yes, they're gonna go out and meet people, but usually it starts at home. They're learning
Yes.
behaviors, and I'm not even just talking about transgender stuff. I'm just
Definitely.
talking about overall character.
definitely,
They're learning from
Yeah.
you, even the things you think they don't see.
exactly.
You know?
And I want to say this to people too. Y'all have to remember, here on this show and any guest that we have, we respect people. We love everybody. You can do what it is that you want to do in your life.
Yes.
But the issue, it becomes an issue when you start wanting to express your views and your opinions on
Push it on
others
somebody
and
else.
push it on other people and to say that's their normal. No,
It's
baby
your
girl,
normal.
sister girl,
That's
that's
okay.
your normal, and that's okay. We can allow that to be your normal, but don't force it on other people. Christina made a comment. She said, so when kids are younger, they are still learning, but we as parents are responsible for teaching them and being the example of a girl is a girl and a boy is a boy. We set the tone, not the world. Exactly.
Part.
That part, girl. And the thing is that's why I really wanted to hit this part in this segment, because I feel that once again, we are in a world, in a society where now young men and women, young boys and girls are being told that you can be whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
And do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And really, that's simply not the case. If you go ahead and
It's
Yeah,
out of
it's an order. It's out of order.
Because
and if you
men
watch
or have a purpose.
Yeah.
Women have a purpose.
Definitely.
Both serve something to each other.
yes, I agree.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not me trying to be mean or
Mhm.
say you going to hell. No, that ain't my job. To
Oh yeah, exactly.
Not
We
at
ain't
all.
saying none of that, people.
None of that.
None of that.
Okay.
No.
It's just everything has an order. You do with that what you will,
Yes.
but everything does.
Real quick, we only have 2 minutes. Let the people know where they can find you, because we got to get ready for Mixtape Monday with Julian St. Chris, and then the Dial and Big Show from 6 to 10. No, from 8 to 10 p.m. Let the people know where they can find you, girl.
You can find me on every platform. I'm on Facebook. Now back is TikTok, Instagram.
There it is.
Snapchat. I under Nikki Sleek Designs or Nikitia Kenyatta Spiller, the name you see here, Nikitia Spiller. You can find me there. You can follow me. You can and you'll see all the people I'm working with, all the wonderful people I'm promoting. Jeff, the collab, Shop Talk 7, the nightcap. You guys can see me tomorrow, actually, on Shop Talk 7 and the nightcap. I'm doing a double header.
There it is.
7 to 9 and 9 to 11. So catch me outside all this week, even on the 29th with Felice at Determined Radio.
All right, y'all. And it's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you on WCHI, Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation, on the Jeff Releford Show. And it's me, Life Coach Jeff, and Nikitia Spiller, the guest for today. And we love y'all. And remember, redirect, regroup, refocus, and peace out. Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Releford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Releford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Releford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the online Radio Box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Releford on the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go.